Hi, so let's continue from where we have stopped in the previous video. So in this video, I'll be explaining about how to maintain common header and footer. So let's start. I'll again run this project admin LTE to see which page we'll be implementing. Okay, so we'll be implementing in this video about tables. So I'll be implementing data tables, which is present here. So for this video, what we'll do is we'll maintain a common left navigation and a footer. So let's start this process of how to implement it. So I've already created one project with template with this project name, and inside this, but the main thing to remember is you have to the project structure for this will be a little bit different. So you have to include one resources folder. This you have to implement on your own, and inside this resources you have to maintain your own JS file. Okay, so here you will also have two HTML pages, that is header and footer. So let's see what is there in this footer and header pages. So in footer, whatever you need, whatever the content you need in your footer, you have to add that. So I have just written a footer tag, and whatever content I needed, I have added this. Similarly in header, whatever things you need in header, you have to include that. Okay, so let's go to HTML page and see how to include that. So in my HTML page, I have added this two div tag with the name, with the ID as HR navbar and HR footer. Okay, so you have to maintain one JS file also. So you have to go to your JS file, name it as commons.js, because this commons.js will be included in your each project or in your each file in the project. Okay, so in this you have to implement two functions. I'll be talking about this function. Later on, I'll talk about list height. So I have named this function as load navigation bar and load footer. So this navigation bar is actually about the left navigation. So you have to write the ID, like whatever ID you have given. So for example, I have given my ID as HR navbar. So I'm writing here HR navbar and load. Inside load, you have to give the folder name and the file name that you have to include it. So I have given my folder name as resources. So this resources is here. Inside resources, I have header.html, so I have written it here. Similarly, the same procedure follows for load footer also. So for load footer, you have to include its ID, like the ID over here is HR footer. And similarly, it is present in resources footer.html. So same procedure follows here. Okay. So now how to include it is like in your HTML page, you have to add one script tag before the body tag closes. So in this script tag, you have to call that function whichever you have written in common.js. So I have written my function as load navigation bar and load footer. So let me run this page and show how it is working. See, I have included only two things. One is the left navigation and one is the footer. So I'm getting only these two content. We'll add the body part right now. Okay, so for body part, I have taken this page. I'll show which page I have taken. So in admin LT project, I'll go to pages, tables, and data.html. So I've copied this over here in table.html. So I'll just run this and show how it is looking right now. Okay, so this is my project which is currently running. So you can see now, the page that got implemented, it has header. I'll remove this part, like the left navigation. I'll remove the stop navigation also if possible, and the footer also. So because we are maintaining one common header footer for this page. Okay, so we'll go here in this project. We'll check where this is present. So I can see here navigation bar. I'll just minimize this, and whatever is there, I'll just remove it. Okay, I'll just save and check what is happening here. So I'll just refresh it. Okay, what got removed? Let me check. Okay, so above the header, whatever was present got removed. Now I'll remove this side left navigation also. So this is main sidebar content. I'll just minimize it and reduce everything. Okay, I'll save it and just refresh this page to check. Okay, so my left navigation got completely removed. I have this data tables page over here. And now I have two tables. I don't need two tables. I'll demonstrate only one table, like how to take. So let's use, let me remove this table, the first table over here. So if you don't know which table this is, so just right click on it, inspect, and check which table this is there. So I'll just go here. Okay, so this is present in example 2. Okay, so I have to remove the whole content of example 2. So because there are two tables, this is table 1 and below also one table is there, this is table 2. So we'll keep these table and the first one I'll remove it. So that is example 2. So we'll go in our code, check where example 2 is present and we'll remove it. So this is for example number 2. Okay, I got it, example 2. I'll just minimize it. Okay, so I have this till here. I'll just remove it. And no content is there. So I'll just first remove this part. I'll save it and load it here. Okay, so my table got removed, it seems. Yeah, my table got removed. Now I don't want even this part, so I'll remove this part also. It's taking some time to load. Okay. So now I have whatever I wanted. I guess there's footer also, so I'll remove this footer part also. Okay, I'll just minimize it from here. Yeah, so I got my footer here. I don't want this footer to be included from here, so I'm removing it, saving it, and let's check it. Okay, so whatever content I wanted, I kept it here, and rest part I removed it. So I have only one table present. Now what we'll do is we need that common that footer and header what we have written out over there to include in this. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll go here. I'll just copy the body section of it, like main content part, and we'll paste it over there so it will be easy for us right now. So I'll just copy it from content wrapper and just copy this part. Or else you could include that code over here also. That's also no problem for you. So I'll just copy this part. Okay, and go to my table, datatable.html, and inside for this body content, I'll paste it here. Then save this. I guess it's having some like, yeah. So now it's saved. I'll run this datatable.html page. Okay, so you can see datatable.html. I got my left navigation also, and you could see I got my footer. Wait, the footer is not yet loaded, so let me check what issue is there. Because the content is too much, I'll remove some content from here. It will be easy to track for me also. Okay, I'll just remove all these TR tags. And remove it till here and save it and check it. Okay. So now I have this part. We'll check what okay, there's footer over here. You could see it got loaded. So I hope you understood how to include the left navigation and how to include the footer, the common header, like the common left navigation and the common footer. So similarly, for example, I have already included one form.html. I'll run this. See, I have already removed its left navigation and the footer. So what we'll do is, like, for example, if you could see in this is the admin LT project. So for example, if you want to actually check how this common header and footer is working, so I included 2 pages. So for this, I'll copy the body content of it. From content tab, I'll copy the whole thing. See, if you need whatever JS file, so you have to include that. This I'm just demonstrating for demo purpose, how you have to actually implement it. So this is just a demonstration of how to do. Whatever JS file is required, you have to include that. I'm not adding it right now. So I have this validation form.html. I'll add it over here. And the body. I'll save it and let's run, check it. Okay, this is form1.html. I need to run this project or this file. Validation form.html. Okay, so you saw how we got this left navigation and footer over here. Okay, so now for like if I click here, I get the form validation form, and if I click here, I get the datatable.html. The link for this is available in header.html. See, I have written here validation form.html and your datatable.html. So it is redirecting me to that. Now I want to change this form to validation form. Okay, and between data table, I need to give some space. So I'm just saving it. See, all the changes you can already see, like it got changed. So it is it is there in both the things, like in both the pages, my changes are being affected. So this is like most important, because if you have many pages, you could not change in every, you could not go and change in every page. So it is very important, like you make a common left navigation or common header and footer. So that's it. Thank you.